It's a new year, and my closet over the past 6 months definitely crossed over the barrier of what I feel is a comfortable boundary for my clothes. It's getting a little bit tight to move the clothing around in my closet, which usually they're very loose and airy and a lot of space around them. And that's what I want to get back to. Of course, you know what that means, letting go of some things. And I am ready for it. So my big three, I like the way Christina Mikas puts it, as having her big three types of clothes or big three important factors. I forget what it is, but for me, like the big three types of clothes that I really need in my wardrobe, the things that I'm pretty much always doing 99.9% of the time, are lounge wear. That's always been a thing of mine because I work from home, because I have a toddler here at home that I'm taking care of, and just being comfortable but also feeling like I'm not living in just pajamas is important to me. I want to be able to quickly grab something, feel good in my body and in my clothes, and not feel like I look bad in the process, if that makes sense. But I also want to have things for when we go to do game nights with friends, or when I'm recording videos, or when I'm putting on an event, or doing virtual meetings with other people. Like, I have an event that I'm in the process of planning for all of February that's going to be starting. You'll actually be hearing about it because it's going to be live in March, but I'll be interviewing a lot of people. I will be showing up live to talk to people. I want to be able to have clothes to wear so that I'm not just in loungewear for things like that. And then also, pretty much every day for at least a couple of hours is going to the gym. So sometimes that looks like going to do some hard workout. Sometimes that looks like going to just relax. Sometimes it means going and sitting in their cafe to work somewhere that is not at home. And so for that, I tend to wear some kind of fitness attire. So that's really moved its way up in my life just over the past, I don't know, 6 months. Things that I can wear to either work out or, work at the gym. It's a very tiny closet. For those of you who also have very tiny closets, you know what I'm talking about when I say you really have to be decisive about the things that you want because you can't fit everything. This half of the closet is mine, and the top drawer, which you'll be seeing as I go through it, is anything that I have folded. I like having a little breathable room around my clothes. It makes it more visually appealing, but also just easier to find what you're looking for. It just feels better. It feels more like a breath of fresh air when you open your closet. I'd like to get back to that level. I want to add a little more structure into the drawer space. And I want to do just a little bit of editing to the structure of the closet in general. I have some books, some journals that I want to move around. And so I'm going to take you along with me, and hopefully you'll get a little bit of inspiration or some ideas on things to use in your own closet for 2025. I always start by taking everything out of the closet. I keep my clothes, whether in the drawer or hanging up year-round. I prefer to do that than have completely separate wardrobes. Now, sometimes, you just need some warm-ups. So I have everything set out on the bed now, and I'm just gonna go through it one at a time. So before I start going through item by item of clothes, I just wanna work on the structure of this space a little bit. I wanna go through these books, not necessarily like a deep dive into the books, but I wanna relocate them. And if I see any that I know for sure I'm not gonna read again or not gonna read at all, then I'm gonna set those aside to donate. And I've got these extra linens here that I wanna go through and find another spot for those, just free up some of this shelf space. So since last video, I went through all of these cords. Oops, took one of them out earlier, but I went through all of these cords and organized them into this box. They're no longer taking up the big basket that they were just kind of swimming around in. So I think that instead of just keeping some of this stuff stored inside the basket, I'm just gonna take the box out, put it on its own on a shelf, and use that basket for some of the loose linens that I have in my closet to help give them a little more structure. Spatial constraints, people. Everything needs borders, boundaries. All right, first things first, I only have one coat. This is it. So I will definitely be holding on to this. I do have another jacket that's for camping that gets really compact and can be folded in on itself, but this is really my only coat that I use. Sticking in theme with the jackets and blazers. This one I got from Stitch Fix, and I love it. I wonder if like the light pink kind of washes me out a little bit, but it doesn't matter because I still really like it. I love the design. I like the way that it kind of ruffles up at the sleeves. It's very soft, and I can wear it with pretty much anything just to give it a slightly elevated, more styled look. So makes me look just a little more business casual or slightly styled up. So I really like this one. Honestly, I have no affiliation with Stitch Fix whatsoever. I've only used them personally for my own personal uses. And I've been really pleasantly surprised with the things that I've gotten from them. I'm not big on going out and shopping. It kind of stresses me out sometimes. And I get stuck in a rut on my styles. And so I found it, really helpful to give me new things that I wouldn't normally search for or buy for myself. All right, so this is my classic. It's got a really soft brushed knit kind of texture to it. It's super easy to throw on. So I've had this one for a couple of years at least. It's really long. Definitely holding on to that one. So this purple cover I brought back from Texas. It's in brand new condition. I do like that it has the thumb holes, but purple really isn't my color. I don't wear a lot of reds and purples, and it's large. It's actually an extra large. One thing I do like about it is that it has zippers in the pockets, and I have been wearing it because I've had it. I think that I'm gonna hold on to this for now. And this is another one that I also brought home from Texas. Sometimes I'll opt for the other one if I have things I want to put in my pocket because these don't have zippers, but this one fits a little more close to comfort. It doesn't look like it's swallowing me. I've gotten quite a bit of use out of this one so far, so I definitely want to hold on to this if I ever go and replace these fitness jackets with a new one. Then I'll probably declutter those. Now this little jewel, this one belonged to my quirky aunt who passed away several years ago. But I was going through it and just like the purple patterns and designs that are on it. I don't know. It just kind of gave me, I don't know, almost like vintage vibes, something that I thought that maybe I could pull off. It doesn't have big shoulder pads, which I'm not a huge fan of personally. It's a little bit big. I wish it was maybe slightly more snug. So I'll hold on to this for now. This big gray sweater is something that I did wear a lot, especially while I was pregnant, but it's just so big on me now in an unflattering way. It just really looks loose around the hips and the stomach, and I'm never reaching for it anymore. I think this year I'm just gonna have to let this one go. Of all of the covers that I have, this, and I'm just noticing it's extra large, this is something that I thrifted years back before I had something else to wear, and I liked the neutral colors, but I don't really love the really wide flowy collar around it. I'll show you what I mean. So like this business, not really my style. I don't know, I can't explain it. It gives off kind of like motherly vibes that I just don't really relate to. I mean, I am a mother, but it's also an extra large. So that may have something to do with it too. A little too big, a little too baggy, not very flattering in my opinion. So I'm gonna get rid of this one this year. Even though it is in perfect condition, I'm surprised. For something that was thrifted even, it looks like I just bought it off the shelf. And then the last little cover is this one. This is something that I also picked up in Texas. It's very fuzzy, soft, I don't know, just like super cozy, styled up in my opinion, kind of vibes just without any real structure to it. no shoulder pads or anything, but look at the pattern. I like the pattern. And my only complaint about this is that it's really collected static electricity. So I need to figure out a way to make it less staticky. That was especially after I washed and dried it. And now all of a sudden it kind of clings and sticks to different things, which just made me reach for it a little bit less. But overall, I really like it. It's very warm and cozy. I just need to find some solutions, do a little bit of problem solving. This one was another find from my visit to Texas. It's another fitness shirt, and it's another one that, for some reason, is XXL, 2XLs. It fits a little bit tighter than you would expect for an XXL just because of the material. I do like that it has this open hole in the back, but I'm not a fan of the purple color either. So the mixture of the size and the color, I've started wearing t-shirts instead because I'm just not a fan. Go ahead and donate that one. This giant wool hoodie with the big fluffy arms, probably one of my favorite winter shirts. I've definitely worn this quite a bit this winter. I could even wear it when I was pregnant because it's so stretchy and large and it's just like a giant soft hug. So definitely holding on to this one. I think I'm gonna fold it this time and put it in the drawer because it does take up quite a lot of space in the closet. This cream outfit or khaki outfit I got a year, maybe 2 years ago. It just didn't fit the way that I thought it was going to. It still looks brand new. It's in such good condition. I'll probably see if my 18-year-old wants it. If not, then I'll donate it. But the bottoms are a little too parachutey, or maybe it's that they're a little bit too long for me because I'm not a super tall person, that it looks like I'm overdoing it in the loungewear, almost like I came in pajamas, which is not the goal that I was trying to go for when I bought this outfit. This one I'm gonna let go of this year. It's funny how the fitness shirts, it's like they have these fancy nice backs, and then a lot of times the front just looks like a regular little t-shirt. It's, you look really cute from the back, but I do like the back of this one. The front is just pretty standard, basic fitness t-shirt. And I have gotten a lot of use out of this one, and so I'm gonna hold on to it for sure until I get any kind of replacement attire to go to the gym in. It's about that time of my life, I guess, where I need to perhaps invest in my own specific gym attire. I really like this black top. Also got it from Texas. You can see a theme here and why I'm having to do a big declutter and why my closet has expanded so enormously over the past 6 months. I brought a lot of clothes back home when I was in Texas helping my family to declutter, and they had a lot of clothes. So I brought a lot home. This one I really like. It fits so cute. Personally, I like kind of 3/4 inch shirts. I know that bothers some people, but I think that they look good on me. And I really like wide necks. I have a long neck, and so things that are off the shoulder or they're just kind of really open mouthed tend to look more flattering on me than say like turtlenecks. I think I own one sweater that has just a little bit of a turtleneck, a little bit of a neck on it. But I wouldn't even wear crew necks for the longest time. So in a nutshell, I'm a big fan of this black shirt. I do have to be careful with black because Charlie has golden fur and it really can stick to any black, but some blacks more than others. These are some new warm-ups that I just got for my birthday from my mom. I really, really like them. The pocket goes all the way through. I love it when the pockets go all the way through. I think it's called a kangaroo pocket. I really like the gray-blue color. It's right up my alley in shades. I like shades that have some kind of gray built into them. Probably talked about that before. It has, of course, the warm-up pants. And these don't have that whole like toddler vibes that the old days warm-ups used to have, at least the ones that I used to wear, where it's just like poofy on the legs and really tapered around the waist and all that. These have a really cool kind of fit to them. That's another one that I'm going to set aside to fold this time instead of hanging it back in the closet because it does absorb a lot of the space and I want the closet to feel a little more spacious. All right, this was a thrift find, and I am usually not into things like tie-dye. In fact, I detest most tie-dye. But I really, really like this sweater for some reason. Like, I think that it's the colors. It's got my colors in it, from my shades of blue that I like to my shades of pink that I like. And I think that the tie-dye itself is just really well done. It doesn't look flashy and neon and sharp. I feel a little more energized when I wear it. All right, next up is this new outfit that I got for Christmas. I wouldn't normally buy red or maroon for myself. It's just not typically my color, the reds and the purples, but this one has a really cute cut to it and it's just super soft. And for my 3 uses of going to the gym, loungewear, or casual upstyled, this fits 2 of those. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Maybe it's good to have just one poppy red color in my closet. This one I also got from my mom for my birthday. Again, really loving the particular shade of blue, the kind of muted, calm blue color. And the material itself is kind of a soft, brushed cotton type of fabric. And I like anything that is really has that brushed feel to it that's just extra soft. You can kind of wear it with anything. Black pants, khakis, jeans. It's just one of those universal type of shirts. This shirt has maybe moved down in the ranks just a little bit, but it's still definitely a go-to for me. I love the batwing arms. I bought this shirt, the original version of this shirt, years ago, and the neck got super stretched out to where I couldn't really wear it anymore. It looked pretty bad. And they didn't offer it in the store anymore, so I had to go searching online, and I was so excited that I was able to find one and ordered it. So this is like number 2 deeply searched for version of this shirt. That's how you know. So I have 2 different versions of these Cozy Earth loungewear sets. Awesome material, by the way. I've washed this thing and worn this thing. I used to basically live in it And so it's been washed many times and it never pills, and the inside just gets softer and softer. So I got these through a sponsorship with Cozy Earth. They're not sponsoring this video, but I worked with them before. However, I also got it in this ivory white color. Still just as cozy, but this has definitely gotten a little bit stained, probably spilling coffee on it. Like, I'm wondering if maybe this white could be used as a gym shirt instead of an around the house shirt. Now that I have a toddler, like, I don't trust myself to lounge in it without her or myself getting something on it. But maybe if I'm just wearing it around the gym. So I'm gonna try that since I'm getting rid of some of the other fitness and gym attire clothes. I might need some kind of temporary replacement, and I'm gonna see how it goes. The other one is solid. The gray set, the charcoal set. This cashmere hoodie I got in a partnership with Lily Silk 3 or 4 years ago. And even though I'm not working with them anymore, I mean, the cashmere shirt is still holding up, and it is very warm, especially for how thin it is. So if I'm wanting something that's not bulky and that's thin, the cashmere does a really good job, and it's super soft. This is from Loft. It's gonna need a shirt to wear underneath it. It looks pretty sheer. I don't know, I kind of feel like this one is a little too slouchy for me. I just don't have enough bodily structure to support this particular style, in my opinion. I'm gonna go ahead and let go of this one as well. Unfortunately, I haven't been the biggest fan of the merino wool. It's a little bit itchy on me. Even though it's not full on wool, it's still a little itchy. And this dress in particular, I feel like is a little bit clingy in areas that I don't really want it to be clingy in. So I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this dress. All right, we're making some good progress. I know I'm gonna be keeping this blue shirt. I like the way that it's tapered at the bottom. A different type of color that I don't usually wear. So holding on to that. My classic dress. I think I wore this to a job interview like 7 years ago, and it's been my only black dress ever since. So holding on to that because it still fits. I was recently wearing this. I don't usually wear things with bling on it, but I did wear this the other day, and one of my daughters took an interest in it. Like, I like kind of the batwing type of style. Ugh. But I have so much loungewear already. I may see if she wants to take on this one. Another shirt that I got from Stitch Fix, and I love it. White shirt, even though it is a little bit see-through, I have to wear a shirt underneath it. Has a tiny little hole in the back, but I've still gotten use out of it. So I'm gonna hold on to this one. Nice little flare to it. This is a blue version of the same thing. I actually kind of like it. This is another Cozy Earth outfit. When I first got it, I was pregnant, and it fit fine then because I could fill out the top more. Even though it's a medium, it actually is pretty loose, like so loose that it hangs down and it shows my bra and just about everything that I wear. I'm not crazy about the fit of the top. Now the pants, on the other hand, have kind of a really cool airy capri style to them. I don't necessarily have to wear the pants with the top. I'm gonna give this through the summer to see if I wear at least the pants. This one, I like that it has a choker effect to it, but I think that I'm gonna let it go because the material, it just is a little too uncomfortable for me. It's like a kind of a scratchy blouse type of material, and it picks up everything. Lint, Charlie's hair, like it's just got kind of a not a great fabric, even though it has a cool look to it. I feel like it kind of look like female Dracula when I'm wearing it. Like it's got just that kind of vibes in my opinion. Stitch Fix, absolutely love it. I'm surprised because I would never buy myself a bodysuit that snaps like that, but it really does hold it down and tight, and it looks really good on me. So because of that and because the material is so soft, I just really love this shirt. So I'll be holding on to that. Actually, this one probably is going to be better folded because of the crotch snap. Sounds so funny to say, crotch snap. I'm pretty sure that this one also came from Stitch Fix. I like that it has the hole right there in the front. I thought that it added a nice little style to it. It's actually in the front and in the back. So holding on to that. I wore it a lot in the cooler weather. And this one has been a good one just to grab and toss on since I like slouch wear. I haven't been wearing it quite as much since it's gotten colder because I don't like wearing jackets over things that not. You know, come spring or summer, I'll probably start wearing this again. I'm still getting every bit of life out of these. I say every bit of life because they are quickly starting to run down. You can see how like the material is basically disintegrating into nothing. Like, I don't know how these look from behind. Maybe I am showing my underwear through every time I wear these. I probably am. maybe it is time for me to let these go. They're so comfortable and I love the way that they fit. Maybe I can find a replacement. These black jeggings I like. These jeans are good. I only have the 2 pairs of jeans, the ones that I'm wearing, and this pair. Almost getting Gwen Stefani vibes here. Like bringing back the 90s. I don't know. Kind of into it. I should totally wear this when my kids come home today. They're gonna think I'm so cool. All right, this is my outfit for the rest of the video. Reminds me of Portlandia. The dream of the 90s is alive in Portland. All right, I think that that's all for the hang-up clothes. And the rest of these are gonna go in the drawer or away. We shall see. So inside the drawers, I did find some, these are pajama pants, and I recently got new fresh pajamas for Christmas. Some tights that I just don't really see myself wearing, especially when I have all the loungewear and warm-ups and everything, and then a t-shirt that is way too croppy and short for me. So I'm getting rid of these from the drawers. So all together, we have a pretty good pile of things that are either going to be donated or sifted through by other people in the family. All right, so I ended up making quite a bit of roominess in my closet. You can see that the clothes have room to move around. I did that partially by decluttering some things, but then also by moving some of the heavier items to the drawer and moving some of the lighter items up top. So kind of making that little bit of a swap. I've got everything to where it's visible, which is one of my big rules. I like to be able to see all of the things. And for me, that means having space around each item that's hanging up in the closet, and everything that is in the drawer, having it folded vertically so that I can see what I need, never having to dig and shove and lift and all those things. So everything is visible. I love that. I did bring in another structural piece right here to put some of the small tees and just like little undershirts and stuff. So that helped to save a little bit of space and make those even more visible for me whenever I just want to quickly go grab an undershirt. Got my quick grab gloves, so we are ready for the next few weeks when things get cold. I moved out the books, I moved out the journals and the notepads that I had laid in here. The cords were removed from their big bin, and these are now holding all of the linens and things that we might need for a change of sheets for the bed. And that's it. We're a wrap on the closet. Happy 2025, everybody. Hopefully this gave you a little bit of motivation and inspiration to go through some of the things that you're holding on to in your own wardrobe, things that just don't feel quite right, that don't work for your space because they collect all of the dog hair, like some of my black items that I went through, or just things that you found that you're not really loving and reaching for. And how can you create a little more space and a little more structure in your closet today? Chat with you soon.